So, good morning, everyone. Thank you, sir, for giving me a chance for this presentation. The topic of my presentation is importance of IPR, that is intellectual property right, and patenting for innovation. So the flow of my presentation, it includes introduction to intellectual property rights, then types of intellectual property, patent, and last, with the help of a case study, I will tell you briefly about how we can go for filing a patent. So just brief about the introduction, intellectual property. This refers to IP, means refers to creations of the mind, inventions, literary and artistic works, and symbols, names, and images used in commerce. Now, when I was looking at this word, intellectual property, if you see, it consists of two parts, intellectual and property. What do we mean by property? Property, see, we mean property like suppose you have a house, you have a home, you have a house, you have built that house, that becomes your property. Then you say that I can decorate my house as I wish. It is my property, I owe it. Within rules, you can use your property as you wish. Suppose you have a car, you have bought new car. That car is your property. So that means you owe that car and you can do as you wish within rules. So similarly, based upon this, it consists of two words, intellectual and property. Intellectual here means the creation of mind. That means if you have some intellect, we say that he is a very intelligent person, he can create something. So that means if you have some intellect, that should also be your property. If you have created something, it is you have used your mind, that means you should owe that intellect which is created by you. So this is the basic fundamental behind this intellectual property. So what are these intellectual property rights? Means if you have a house, you have a particular right that you can decorate it, you can use it as your wish. Similarly, there are intellectual property rights. Many years before, there was no such right, but these IPRs, intellectual property rights, these are like any other property. See, here it is written like any other property right. They allow creators or owners of patents, trademarks. What are these patents, trademarks? I will be taking briefly, or copyrighted work, to benefit from their own work or investment in a creation. That means if one of you say, if one of your participants say, or I say that I have created this thing, but if somebody else copies it, it is not mine. That means there should be some law, there should be some right. If I owe, or if I have made something new, or if I have created something new from my intellect, using my intellectual level. So this was the importance of this was first recognized in the Paris Convention for the protection of industrial property. So it was only in 1883 that they thought about this thing, and they thought that yes, there should be some right. If somebody is creating something, then he or she should have a right to that particular thing. So in 1883, and then in Berne Convention for the protection of literary and artistic works, I will be telling you briefly about this also, in 1886. So both the treaties are administered by the World Intellectual Property Organization. I have taken this brief from WIPO. There is an organization, international level organization, which looks into it. So now briefly about these, before we go to the patent, which is the main topic for our presentation, I would like to tell you some types of intellectual property. Again, I have taken this from the WIPO site. I have mentioned it in the end. So from that, I have taken these brief about intellectual properties. That means what are the different categories. WIPO has divided this into two types. First is the industrial property, which is related to us if we are doing some invention. Second are the copyrights, which is related to mostly written work. So this industrial property includes patents for inventions, if you have done some invention, some trademark, industrial designs, and geographical indications, if there are some geographical indications. Then copyright covers literary works such as novels, poems, plays, films, music, artistic works. For example, this copyright also comes under if you write something. If you write something like if some of you are doing research, or some students are doing research, or simply if you write some book, then you have a copyright for that book. That means you owe that book. Similarly, when we write some paper, published paper, then you must, after your paper has been selected, you must be getting a copyright agreement form or transfer form. That actually copyright form is, you sign that form, the authors sign that form, and they give their rights to the publisher. Suppose you publish your paper, and there is a journal, let us say a journal of Springer, and when your paper has been selected, if you remember, they will ask you to sign a transfer agreement form. That is basically the work which you have done, the paper which you have write, you have given the rights of that paper, you have given the permission to the publisher that he can use that as according to him, and he can publish your paper. That means you have transferred the rights to that. That is what we mean by copyright. Whoever writes novels, the plays, even the films, they are also safeguarded by this copyright rights. See, if a person is investing, a director or producer is investing a 1 crore rupee in a movie, and somebody else copies it and make a remake of that or that without his permission, so it is a waste. So in order to safeguard all these, we have these rights. Copyright, we will not be going in detail. We will be mostly talking about patent, but just briefly about these copyrights. For example, you must have seen, if you have written a novel, if somebody has written a novel, if it has to be converted into a movie, then they have to take the copyright from that person. Now that person, if you remember Chetan Bhagat, he has written several novels and number of movies have been made on those novels. So Chetan Bhagat can ask the movie people that give me this much share, give me this much profit, only then I will transfer my copyrights to this. So every intellect, that means if you are able to create something, write something new, if you have some intellect, then the other person, if he is using that intellect, then he has to take your permission, pay you, or whatever is your requirement. So rights related to copyright include those of performing artists in their performances, producers of phonographs in their recordings, and broadcasters in their radio. So all these programs, films, paintings, photographs, the old sculptures, they all come under copyright. That means they are protected by copyright. The others, first one we will be doing, that is industrial property. So all of you must have seen these trademarks. If you're sitting, see, after 1 or 2 minutes, I will be asking 1 or 2 questions also, or doubts also. See, what is a trademark? Can you see around you any trademark? I have given this example from net, I have taken this. So trademark is a distinctive sign that identifies certain goods or services produced or provided by an individual or a company. Now, suppose you want to start something new. Suppose you or your students want to have have done some innovation and they want to make a new product. So what you can do is you can have your own trademark. See, you must be seeing Nike. See, here in this, it has mentioned Mercedes-Benz, Lego, Intel Inside. So all of them have their own trademarks. So it is a sort of, this trademarks comes from in history. If you go in, when we had kings and kingdoms, then the traders used to have their own particular trademarks. They used to put the trademarks, merchants, on their goods. So this word come from that long, it is very long time back that trademarks were used in historical period also. So what the new, any company who is making something, so they have their own trademarks registered in their names. That means you can see this Coca-Cola, nobody else can copy that trademark. So based upon the dimensions, colors and all, that trademarks are also registered in the name of the company. So if your students or you plan to make some new product, you can also design a trademark and you can get it registered so that nobody else can copy that trademark. Then next is your industrial designs. Industrial designs refer to the ornamental or aesthetic aspects of an article. So when I was looking at this, I remembered in our olden times, we used to have these types of telephones. Young generation might not have seen these telephones, but we used to have this ring, rotating ring here is there, and this is a, so this is an example of industrial design. You can also protect the industrial design. The look and feel of your product can also be protected under this industrial designs. So a design may consist of 3-dimensional features such as the shape of the surface of an article, 2-dimensional feature such as pattern, lines or colors. Even designs can also be, if you have made a new design of something, see I have shown these two, a telephone and an iPod pod. So they are some distinct shapes, so they have industrial designs have been protected. That means nobody can copy it without taking the permission of the proprietor. And before we go to patent, another one is, you must have heard about this geographical indications. What is a geographical indication? It is a sign used on goods that have a specific geographical origin. See, please see this word geographical origin, and possess qualities or a reputation due to that place of origin. That means a thing which is a particular thing belongs to some specific place. For example, most commonly, a geographical indication consists of the name of the place of the origin of the goods, where originally it started, and the atmosphere or the conditions of that place is such that that thing can be grown at that particular place only. For example, in this northern India, we have this particular thing, basmati rice. Then you must have heard about Darjeeling tea. The tea which is grown only in Darjeeling, that will be called as Darjeeling tea. But if I grow my tea here and I call it Darjeeling, that will not be Darjeeling tea. So this is a geographical example of geographical indication. So after geographical indications, we go to the patents. Now, what is a patent, which is the main topic of our presentation? A patent is a set of exclusive rights granted by a sovereign state or intergovernmental organization to an inventor or assignee for a limited period of time in exchange for detailed public disclosure of an invention. So that means these are the, like I talked in the very first slide, that if you have something new, if you have something creative, that can be your own property with the help of this patent. So this is exclusive rights are granted to the person by a intergovernment organization. Means, for example, in India can grant a patent to an Indian citizen. You can also get international patents also, those can also be granted. So an organization grants you the rights to use that thing, but that thing has to be an invention. You will have to tell what invention you have done. So invention, what is an invention now? What do you call an invention? There are certain rules. Which thing is called an invention? So invention should be a solution to a specific technological problem and is a product or a process. So your invention which you have created, that should be a solution to any problem. See, the solution to that problem may also be already existing, but you have given an alternate solution to a problem. So it should be either only two things are patented, either the product or the process. Then we have a patent provides, when I do this, this is removed. A patent provides patent owners. Yes, the protection is only for a limited periods. For a design, I think the time is 10 years. But if you have a patent, then your patent is granted only for 20 years. What do we mean by this thing? That means if you have a new invention and you go for patenting and the patent is granted to you, it will be only for 20 years. Within those 20 years, if anybody wants to use your invention, he or she will have to take your permission. Then it is up to you that you give him or her free of cost, or you say that, yes, you take my invention, but whatever profit you get, give me 50%. So it is up to you. You can sell that patent, you can give that patent as per your wish. Now, what was the necessity of this patent? Basically, the necessity of patent is the patents provide incentives to the individuals by recognizing their creativity and offering the possibility of material reward for their marketable invention. Suppose a person is there and he has used his intellect and he has made something new, but some other person freely picks that things and make a copy of that. So what an inventor is getting? Nothing. Why will anybody do an invention if that person is not getting any reward? So that was the purpose of granting a patent, so that some type of reward is given to the inventor. So these incentives only encourage innovation. Means these incentives encourage a person to innovate, which in turn enhances the quality of human life. So protection provided by patent. The patent protection means an invention cannot be commercially made, used, distributed, or sold without the patent owner's consent. If you have made something new and if you have taken a patent for that, if anybody wishes to use it, then they will have to take your consent. Patent rights are usually enforced in courts. Yes, if there is any problem, if there is any dispute, then that goes into the court. You must have heard a number of times, so many battles are going on. For example, there was a battle between iPhone and Samsung. iPhone was claiming that this is my patented thing, and Samsung has copied my phone designs, or somewhat like that. Then there was a dispute between two cars also, Hyundai with Mercedes, I think. So these types of, if I have a patent and somebody else has used it without my permission, then it goes into the court. Then the other party, whoever loses it, they will have to give the damaging cost to that. So this is how they are enforced in courts. Conversely, a court can also declare a patent. If you have applied for a patent, somebody can also challenge that this patent is not valid. So both ways it is protected by the court. So what are the rights of a patent owner? A patent owner has the right to decide who may, that we have already covered. It is up to the patent owner to whom he wishes to give his work. Patent owners may give permission to or license other parties to use their invention. See, if you have made an invention or your students have made an invention, that you can sell that thing. You can have a license also. So owners may also sell their invention rights to someone else who then becomes the new owner. You can totally sell it like a property. You can sell your home to anybody. Once a patent expires, protection. Yes, after, like I told you, the patent is only for 20 years. At the end of 20 years, it will be open to the market. Anybody can use it. Another thing is you have to pay a yearly fees also for protecting your patent. At the end of, if you do not pay fees, then also it goes into the public domain and anybody can use your patent. Now, there are certain things which are not patentable. These things vary from country to country. Each country have a list of the things which they think that these should not be patented in the interest of humankind or other reasons. So certain things, I have taken this from another site. Certain things which are not patentable only in India. It may be there that it may be patentable in some other country. So an invention that is frivolous or that claims anything obviously contrary to well-established natural laws. So we have certain laws like Newton's second law. So if you say this is Newton's second law and it is based upon that I have made these things, so that frivolous things, these are not allowed. So the primary or intended use would be contrary to, yes. If you have made something and you say that later on it is found that it is injurious to public health, it is not in the interest of public health, then the country or that particular country may not allow it for patenting. The mere discovery, if you say that, yes, I have discovered this new scientific principle, then also, or a theory is there, you have made some new theory, that is also not patentable. Then mere discovery of any new property or new use of known substance. Already that substance was used and you say that, yes, I have found a new property of this thing or this machine was already used, you have just changed a little bit thing, that may not be patentable. Substance obtained, and yes, if you have two chemicals, sodium chloride, you are mixing it with some another chemical and this particular thing is getting, that was already obvious. So mixing that and making a new substance which was obvious, that is not patentable. Then mere arrangement or rearrangement of devices. Suppose there are small two devices, they were independently working and everybody knew that if you join these two, a resistor and a capacitor which was already working, if you join this, a new component will be formed, but that is not considered as new. You have just arranged them. A method of agriculture or horticulture is not allowed in our country. If you devise a method, some new method, the patent is not allowed here. Inventions related to atomic energy. Any invention related to atomic energy means uranium, thorium, these are some elements related to atomic energy. They, in our country, the inventions, these are not allowed for patents. Any process for medicinal, surgical, suppose you are doing some, doctor is doing a surgery and say, I have done this surgery by a new technique, or this, suppose a blood transfusion is taking place through this pipe, I have changed a little bit. So these things are also not for curative purposes, which are the treatment, the processes which are used for treatments of human beings or animals, that are not patented. Plants and animals in whole, we are not allowed, for example, thereof, other than microorganisms. Then models, if you sometimes students make some business models, mathematical models, or a computer program, you say that I made this new computer program for this, that is not patentable. But please see here, they have not mentioned, but if you make a new computer program and with the help of that computer program, if somebody of you is from computer, you have made a new application. You say that using this computer program, I have made a new device for solving some problem, then that can be patentable. So if you have a program connected with some device and that device is now a new device, new working device, application is there, then that can be patentable. But if you write a new program for something, that is not under patents. So literally, dramatic, musical, that we have covered, they are covered under copyrights. Mere scheme or rule of method of performing mental act, presentation of information, like I am presenting this, giving a presentation, topography of integrated circuits, invention which in effect any traditional knowledge which is known that this is a traditional knowledge, that cannot be patented. So now what can be patented and what is the requirement of a patent? What inventions? Yes, anybody wishes to ask any question, you may unmute or ask till now if you have, because after that we will be discussing what are the inventions which can be patented and how you can go for a patent, because mostly the teachers, the students think that it is a very laborious work and they do not go for patent, though they might be having something new. But I would advise that it is not very difficult work. Now our government is also facilitating in these patents, because in India the number of patents as compared to other countries was very less few years back. So I will be showing you the sites also where we can do all this work, patent sites. So now India, in our government, is helping a lot for this patent work, and so that the number of patents of our country also increases gradually. So the basic criteria which any invention must meet. So suppose you wish to patent your invention, you have to see these four things. If you before you start or before you plan to patent your work, the first and foremost thing is novelty. What do we mean by novelty? Novelty means it should be a new thing, it should be a new creation, and a new creation is mostly a solution of a problem. So for example, I give you a very simple example. In our country we have these mosquito problem is there. So if you remember, initially we used to have an agarbatti type, and which used to which we come to know, or we used to have a spray only for these mosquitoes. Later on, the problem with that was that it used to finish in few hours, or the smoke was there. After that came good nights, which we are using. Good nights were used, but now if a person is going outside, how he will carry a good night? Now if you see, initially we had Odomos also, now we have that small stick is there, you just put two drops and there will be no mosquitoes. So this is a novelty. Problem was already there, so you have created a new solution to that novelty. So that is novelty. If you wish, you can go for patenting for that particular thing, that particular product. So something new should be there. Problems are all around. You need to see a problem and you need to solve that problem. Non-obvious and involves an inventive step. Some of them have combined these two. It should not be obvious. It should not be obvious means, and it should involve an inventive step. Suppose that means it should not be obvious to a simple person. For example, we have a wooden chair. Wooden chair, I say that to this wooden chair I have applied some wheels. It becomes wheelchair. So carpenter already knows that yes, it is a wheelchair. It is obvious. If you put wheels on that, it will become wheelchair. But so that may not be patentable. But if that wheelchair has been used for some particular purpose, some physically challenged person, or for solving some other problem, then it can be patented. Some aesthetic problem you have removed through that or something like, then it can be patented. Last and foremost, very important is it should have some application. Some industrial application should be there for your patent. Now, how to file a patent? So participants, I would like to tell you, please see here, check if your invention is patentable. That is the first thing. But if you think, because some of you, I just saw one of them was doctor, so she might have done PhD. So when we are doing PhD, or when we are guiding our students for PhD or MTech, most of the times they take a new thing, and we call that this is a new research problem we have observed. The solution to this research problem is not there. So I would request the participants, okay, that thing can also be patented. When you are doing your PhD, or when you are guiding your students for BTech projects, MTech projects, ME projects, then most of the time we do literature review and we find that this work has been done, but this part of that work has not been done. But the only thing we do is, the only wrong thing which we do is that what we do, we first of all go for the publication of that work. As soon as a student or you yourself do some new work, new research work, what we do, we say, yes, we will get marks for that, or we need to show 2 publications or 3 publications. We start publishing our work. If you have published your work, it cannot be patented. So I would just request participants that if you still think that some part of your research which you have done or your students have done is new, which you think is new, how to check that I will tell you, and that can go for patent. But please do not published that work. If you have published your work, it has been given in public domain, then that work cannot be patented. The first and foremost thing is you have to check. Sometimes what happens, you think that these students, see in BTech we have a lot of projects, in Polytechnic also students are doing number of projects. It might be a new project because students are innovative. So what we do, yeah, okay, go into that particular show and you make a video, you put your video on YouTube or that. But if you put your knowledge or if you put your invention in public domain, you will never be able to patent it. So the first and foremost thing is keep that idea with you. If you think that idea is patentable, that invention is patentable, just discuss with your student or with your whoever is inventing that, and keep that idea with yourself. Write it down. What you have to write it down, I will show you some forms also how you have to note down the patent. This means that you need to check. After that, you do a rough check. You just check the Google. You just check if that work has been done by another somebody else also. You can also check the previous patents in that particular field. I will show you a website where you can find the patents also. If you have the file number, you can search the patents for similar technology. Otherwise, randomly also you put the keywords. Suppose somebody has made a new arrangement for some, suppose I will show you one where students have made some lift, they have made some changes in the accelerator. So you put the keywords and you search the internet that the invention which my student is claiming, suppose he has made some new motor, using that motor he has made some new thing. So you find, just give it you perform an in-depth patentability search for that. Yes, anybody wishes to ask anything, you may ask, because during the presentation I cannot see the participants because I am looking at the screen. So if anybody has any question, please you may ask, or after 2-3 minutes we can again go to the screen, and if you have any questions till then we can take your questions also. So first thing you have to do, we call it as prior art. Some people also take help from some consultants or from some attorneys who help them in doing the prior art and who help them in writing the whole patent. So first thing you can do is you ask your student or you check yourself whether the work he is claiming that it has to be patented, whether it has already been patented or not, whether it is available on net or not. So this is the first step to check whether your invention is patentable or not. Second is, then if you think you have not published your work and the similar work is not available, then you start drafting the patent application. You can now begin the patent application process. The Indian applicants need to fill Indian patent application form number 1. I will show you the website also where these forms are available, fees are available, so that it becomes simpler for you. For every patent you file, you need to mandatorily provide a form 2, that is patent specification. You can choose between a provisional and complete patent application based on the stage of invention. This means that if you are still yes. So the first thing you will do is you will not publish your work which you think you want to patent. Second, and you will check websites and all that if this work has not been done before. Second thing, you have to draft the patent application. For this, we have to fill form number 1. See, suppose a student comes to you and he says, ma'am or sir, I have this new idea, but I'm still working on that. But even that idea can be patented. Still, we call that as provisional. Provisional means only some ideas, some data will be given. Then you have some time, in a year or so, 12 months, in which you can complete your entire draft, and then you can go for complete patenting. What is the advantage of this provisional? Now, in history also, we have seen that simultaneously 2 inventors invented the same thing. So it may happen that you have some solution or you are inventing something and some other person parallelly, another person is also making the same thing. Whoever will file the patent first, the patent will be filed in that name. After that, if anybody claims that I am doing the same, that will not go to him. Another thing is that suppose you have filed your patent, after 18 months, it will automatically get published. That means once you have filed your patent, after 18 months in the patent journal, it will be published and you can claim, okay, yes, that patent has been, even if it is not been granted, you can say that my patent has been published. So it get published after 18 months after you have filed. After publication of patent, this is optional. Optional means if you want to oppose somebody that this patent is not correct, then opposition can also be done. After the publication of the patent application, until the grant of the patent happens, any person can file an opposition. Yes, the time period during which you have filed the patent. Somebody else can come, okay, Mr. Rajesh is claiming this, but this is not correct. He can also oppose your application. After that, we go for request. I will just briefly tell you these, and now I will show you the exact. I have also filed a patent, so I will show you the drafts of that, how to draft an application and where you can find the forms. So this request for examination is filed after patent file number 1 and 2. Until you request the patent office, yes, please examine my patent. They will not examine it. You will have to send a request form to them, and within 48 months, you have a time of 48 months after filing. If you have filed in 2013, that means till 48 months, you can keep doing your invention, you can complete your work. Then you can file, yes, please examine my patent if it can be granted. So that for that also there is some fees, 4,000 to 20,000 based upon the type of applicant. After your patent has been sent for examination, they give you FER, first examination report. In this, they give some objections. This thing you have claimed is not right. This thing you have said, this is novel, this is not right. I will show you this first examination report also. Mind it, they raise a number of questions. They are attorneys sitting, like you have attorneys and you have a judge. So they check your patent, novelty, inventive steps, everything. All requirements are checked, and then only the patent is granted. So I think before going further, I will show you the patent site from where you can obtain the forms. If you see here in the presentation also, I have given it to sir. I have marked these sources from where you can see all the patent sites. So participants, I will just open this site, the first which I have given you. This is our Indian patent site. See, now all the knowledge, everything is given on this site, and this is under Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. See, in this you can read the history also. Very interesting history they have given. See, history of Indian patent. If you wish, you can study this, read this entirely. The designs, patents, everything can be seen here. Now you will go here to forms and fees. The question you were asking, Mr. Rajesh, the first thing is fees. The fees will be different for if you are just one person or a small group is there. For filing, the fees will be only 1,600. One person or two person or small, very small startup is there. Please see here, I have opened this fees. The initial fees is only 1,600. But if it is a small entity, 2-3 persons, then the fees is 4,000. But if it is a big entity, you have made a big startup, big entity is there, and you file it in a big institute name. For example, institute is there, 2-3 inventors are there. Then the filing fees is 8,000. Please see here, there are two ways, e-filing and physical filing. You can either go to the patent office on the website, different patent offices in your region are mentioned. So either you go physical for physical filing. Initially there was only physical filing, but now we have e-filing also. So for e-filing, this is the fee structure for these three. Other fees is also no fees for complete specification. If you want to go for these are not very relevant. After that, you have a fees for your examination fees is also there. So these are the different, if you want to have your work fast or some other fees. So this is initial fees is only this 1,600, 4,000 and this. So this is the column for fees. Then you can see all the forms. I was talking about form number 1 first of all. So this is your form number 1 which you have to fill. Application for grant of patent. I will show you a filled form 1 also for one of the patents, so you will get an idea. Name of the patent holder, what you are claiming, and then we have this form number 2. Can you see? Yes. This form, title of the invention, applicant name, nationality, and like this. This is an abstract of the invention. So claims, in this, please see this word claims. Basically, I will show you one patent also. In you claim that I claim that this is my invention. It can be 1 claim, 2 claim, 10, 20, depending upon your invention. So basically these claims are patented. Okay, this particular person has claimed that he has increased the efficiency of the motor. That will be your claim. So like this, you have to file for claims. So I will show you how to start this patent work in your institute, like Mr. Rajesh was saying that he has one patent. So what you can do is I can send this form to sir also. You just make a small form. These questions, you can see these questions. You just ask your student, you can float it on your website also. Okay, a person who wishes to, who thinks that he is claiming for a patent, you ask that person, that student, because initially he do not know how to make a claim or anything. Just asking what was the problem, the student will tell you, okay, this was the problem which I have solved. How did you solve it? It will involve an inventive step. Second problem, what were the other possible solutions and why they could not be done? Why did not you use the other solution? Maybe the cost is less, it is more efficient, the reason has to be given. What are the advantages of solutions proposed by you? Explain the stepwise working. See, a student might not be able to explain, so you ask him to draw a figure or whatever he thinks is there. Attached drawings, handmade, computer made. Somebody else can make a computer made if he has a handmade drawing only. So these are some of the questions. If you wish, you can see take these 6 questions. These 6 questions, if you put to the student and he is able to answer it, that means these the work he is claiming can be patented. So after that, you have to fill form number 1. I will show you form number 1 of my own patent, and also form number 2. This is form number 1. So this was the form I actually filled for my patent office. Name, it was in the name of my previous institute, Baba Banda Singh Bahadur Engineering College. And can you see, these are the 3 inventors. Here the applicant is the institute. Suppose you have a new company in your name, since we are talking about innovations and all. Suppose you have a new company in your name, you can write the name of your company. Okay, this is my private limited company. Or if you and this is the name of the inventors, whoever are the in charges. So these will be the inventor's name, and these can be the name of your college. So applicant will be the college, and inventors are you. You 3 are the inventors. The college cannot be an applicant, inventor, na? They have not invented. A person has invented. This is the title of the invention. I will show you how to find a patent, also search a patent also. So, and this was the declaration. This is just simply form 1. Okay, I wish to apply for this particular patent. This is what comes in form 1, which I showed you from the website also. So you download it from website, and you can fill form number 1. So, and the form number 2, I will show you one form number 2, which I showed you from that also. So this is one of a form filled by the inventors, again in the name of the college. System and method to prevent accelerator overloading. So this was done by some students, and a teacher was with them. So 3 students and 1 teacher. This was in the name of 3 students and 1 teacher. So they have claimed, see, they will have to tell some background, like you do literature review in your thesis, a little background of the invention. Okay, this is the background. Then this is the background of that. This, see, the question I was asking you, okay, what was the problem in the present accelerators? They have solved some problem of overloading by using this technology. So the problem was that in rush hours, like this overloading was done. Then what is the innovative approach which the inventor has? These things are important. These are covered in the questions which I showed you. Prior art patents. Then you check, okay, if that particular problem has been solved by somebody else also. So then this was being done by some attorney also, that consultants, they help you a little bit. They take small fees and they help you in patenting this. So this was the previous patent application. This was the problem, that invention. Then you compare it. Okay, in my invention, this is the new thing I have done. Similar work was there, but this is the new work I have done. So this is all we have. No patent was found in the Indian database. So now you can go for patent. Previous patent was not there. This is the objective. So this is the entire draft 2. This is the main form 2, which will go for your granting of the application, granting of the patent. This will it will be granted based upon this. So summary of the invention, brief description of the drawings. So the students have made a drawing in this. Okay, this is my drawing, and these are the claims. Basically, you will be claiming, okay, I am claiming a system to prevent this. The system is this. The method of this is this. So there are 3 claims in this. These claims will be your patents. Okay, this is what they have claimed in the patent. So they have made a drawing for that also, the applicant. See, this is the drawing, whatever they felt like, okay, this is the new thing I have made. So all this will come under, this is the abstract, okay, this is we are patenting. So this is the entire form 2, which is the main form which will go for the patenting. Let me show you one. My work was basically from research, from my PhD research. So it was a bit large. The data was very large. So form number 2, this is my own patent. So complete specifications for that. This is what this has been granted. I will show you in the end. This is the background of that. These are the figures. So this was bit lot of data was there since I had done PhD in that also. So this is the entire data which I applied for the patent. So form 1 I have shown you, and form number 2 I have shown you, and I have shown you the question which we can give to the students. If they are able to answer that question, that means you can then go for the patenting. FER for my application. For this, examination fees has to be paid. If you are a single person, 4,000, otherwise 20,000 likewise. So first examination report, they will send you an examination report with a number of objections. You will have to see those objections and you will have to answer those objections, but don't be afraid, you will be able to answer them. Then examination response, once the examination of the patent has been done, objections have been answered. See, there are attorneys means who help you in this work. They can help you in answering that. So within 6 months from the date of the examination report, if the claims, you can amend the claims also. If the controller, like I was telling you, the final person, controller, is satisfied by the applicant's response, the patent office will now issue you intimation that yes, your application has been accepted. Now the patent will be granted to you. So within 7 days of acceptance, after we were able to convince the controller, then we were granted the patent. Then there is a renewable fees also, which you have to every month, every year you have to pay a small amount of fees. If you do not pay the fees, then the patent will be in your name only, but anybody can use it. This is actually your what do you call as active. To keep your patent active, you have to pay yearly fees, but even if you do not pay, your patent will be there. Now these documents are mandatory if you wish to go for filing a patent. All these documents are available on that website which I showed you. Form number 1 is application for patent grant. This is form number 1, I have already shown you. Then declaration of invention to be filled with complete. Form number 2 we have seen. Form number 5, declaration of invention to be filled by complete application. This is a declaration by of invention. This is my invention. Now there is another very important form, form number 26, form authorizing patent agent. See, sometimes you are not able to do the entire work. For example, in our case, we had some attorneys from DST. They filed our patent. So what you do, like you have this power of attorney. We have this power of attorney for our property. You are not available, so you give your power of attorney to somebody else. He does all the work on your behalf. So this is for that you will have to fill form number 26. This is the form authorizing the patent agent, applicable only if you opt for an agent to help file the patent. Then form number 28, if you are going for a small entity or startup, if you are having some small startup business, small entity, new entity, and you want to claim that only if applicant is, if you are claiming that new startup, you want to patent it, for that you will have to fill form number 28. But if you are filling it from your institute in your name, student's name and that, then only up till form 26. These are the major 4 forms which you have to fill, form 1, 2, 5 and 26. So let me show you these forms. After that, it is only DST which is helping us in this. So let me show you these forms also. So I was talking about form number 2 I have shown you, and form number 1 also I have shown you. This is form number 26. So basically this is power of attorney which you give. I, Baba Banda Singh, and these the owners. See, can you see here? We have given our power of attorney to Lal, Lahiri and Salhotra people. They will file the entire patent application and everything from our behalf. That means all the correspondence will go to them and they will do it on our behalf. They will keep, they are a liaison between us and the patent office. So your half of or maximum work is done by these only. So these were the forms which I have done. I can show you a report, how I prepared the report for my patent if you wish to see. This is the report we had, and I was talking about, I think FER was also here, which I was talking about. This is specification form. I think this we have already seen. So these are the various forms. Form number, yes, this is form number 5. I have downloaded. This is the original form 5, which I have downloaded from the. No, sorry, this is my own form. And similar is this is just claim that the inventor is this. This is the name. These are the names of the inventors. Only form number 5. This is name, nationality, address, like this. Okay, we are claiming the patent. So this is FER. I was telling you, na. FER. For example, in this FER, we got few questions. FER. See this FER. We got few questions. This is the patent. This is how you will see the initial patent file. This is the form. This certificate shows you patent e-filing. If you have seen this certificate, that means the patent has been filed. This is the patent which this is the filing patent. It looks like this. So this is the FER. Can you see here? Response to first examination report. So we had given power of attorney to Lal, Lahiri and Salhotra. On our behalf, they had created this response to first examination report. The questions, see, the objections which they have, the controller has raised, these are the objections they have raised for you have to answer the first examination report. See, these are the problems which they had sent. These are the replies which we have filed. So they helped us, these patent people help us, Lal, Lahiri, they helped us in claiming the file. Okay, these are the problems with that. So this is the type of report which you will obtain from them. If everything goes well, then if you see here, the patent will be filed to you. I will show you the patent site also where you can see the patents. The patent, this is the patent I received this patent in last year only. See, the date of filing is 2013. The process was slow because I had done it through DST. I will tell you that also. And this is the name of the patent. And see, these are the question you were asking. This is the name of the college. But who are the inventors? Harpreet Singh, Neeraj Bala, Prakash. These are my two guides. So these are the inventors for the patent. But the credit goes to all together. So this is the patent. Now let me finish my presentation before we again go to the question round. So here we were talking about, there is another patent facilitation center, DST. Under DST, I will show you the website for that also. Since my project was under DST, so they helped me, they paid all the fees. Now in this, I think in your scheme, I have seen there is a lecture on technology business incubators also. So surrounding your cities or your place of where you are staying, there must be some incubation centers also, Atal Incubation Center, Technology Business Incubators. These days, government give grant to them also, and they help you in filing also. If they get grant from government, then they can also, you can visit those incubation centers also, and you can request them that this is my patent. If they can help you, or even if you have it in your institute, then they can help you in filing the patent. That means they can help you in giving all the fees and all. So this this DST also helps you in, they have some patent information centers also. They help you in filing and they give the fees and everything is given by this. I will show you the site also. So DST through this patent facilitation helps in filing and prosecuting patent and IPR applications. So the work becomes simpler on your behalf, on behalf of academic institutes. So they are drafted and filed by patent attorney. The cost of filing is borne by, so we didn't have to pay any fees. It was done by the patent facilitation center only. So we have already seen these two websites, patent website, and this is, I will show you this in the end. So this is Startup India. Another thing is government is helping. If you have a startup, if you have a patent in the name of a startup, then you can go for international patent also. There is a scheme of government. You can see this link. They help you in the startup also. Okay, let us go to this. I'm not able to copy it. Okay, let us see this source. This is a source where you can do the public search. If you think that your patent has been filed, I want to check whether it has been filed or not, you can check from this website. You mark this. This is a public website search. If your friend say that I have filed a patent, and if you know the patent number, you can check it from here. For example, this is my patent. What was the number? Patent number is 305383. It has been granted 305383. So I can go in this website, patent, you can put the name or this, let me say patent number. Patent number is 305383. Patent number, yeah, sorry, 305383. So I have put the patent. This has been published. See, it will be published after a few months. I told you, even if you have filed it, you can put the patent number here, publish, it will show you. Since this has been granted, let me check. This is the website of the Indian Patent Advanced Search System. Sometimes in papers it is written, okay, this work has been patented. So you just put the patent number here and you can check from here, from this website, all the patents filed, published, the data is available here. So if I go, see, can you see here? This is my application number 184 Dell 2013. I filed it. Erosion, corrosion resistance coatings, and this you e-registered. This has been granted. You can see the application status here. See, this is the patent ordinary application, and it was granted. Date of certification, yes, in last year 2019. And reply, see, everything is there. FER, when we replied in 2017, I showed you FER, post grant journal date. This is their date of certificate, first examination report date when I applied for this, publication detail. After your report is finalized, I think in year 2017, then they told us, yes, your patent has been filed, it is safe. Now you go for publications. But before that, the work which I was going under patent, though it was my PhD work, but I did not apply for any, I did not publish any paper. If I published any paper, then I would not have been granted the patent. So it is very important that do not publish your paper in that, or do not put it in your public domain. Okay, this is the thing I am going to do. Otherwise, you will not be able to patent it, right? So this is there, and if I can show you the website of, this is DST website, which is helping. DST is also doing a lot of work, and they are helping in the filing of the patent under the TIFAC. So let me show you this website also. Yes, in the meantime, we still have 10-15 minutes. We can take your questions, any doubts you have. So this is the DST side, which is helping us, Patent Facilitating Center. They have centers everywhere. For example, in Chandigarh or nearby also, they have patent centers. You can go there. See, in our times, when I filed it in 2013, there were not much data available on internet. So what we did, there is a PCT center in our PFC, Patent Facilitating Center in Chandigarh. When we contacted them, they gave us such a big file of all the patents in that particular field. And they said, check whether your patent has been initially filed or not. So we had to check it in the hard copy. But now, since that is available, now you can do it yourself. So this is the Patent Facilitating Center, TIFAC, Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council. They help in all the patenting work. TIFAC, TIFAC of DST. This is the website which helped us in the filing of the patent. So another one was, let us see. Yes. So this our student, if your students say that they are filing for some startup, some innovation work, then when I was checking this site, we found that yes, this startup government is, you must have heard some other lectures that government is supporting a lot for new startups. So they are giving us support for, if you have filed for Indian patent, they give you full support for international patent protection in electronics and information technology. They will help you for filing an international patent also. See, after you have filed your Indian patent, you can go for international patent also after filing Indian patent, or you can directly go for Indian patent also for filing of Indian patent.